What's up guys, Block FPL here and welcome back. So today let's start off by going over Game Week 13 and then I'll make some live transfers and preview Game Week 14. I guess they're not really live transfers because it's pre-recorded, but you get the point. So looking at this team, I really feel like Watkins is the biggest downside of this entire team. He costs 6.1, which is only 0.2 less than Bamford at the moment, and he's really just not a good FPL option, is he? The only games he's returned is in games where Villa have killed their opposition, such as Arsenal, Southampton, and Liverpool. It just doesn't happen often. He's not the greatest at getting his shots off when he does get in dangerous areas. With that said, he plays West Brom next week, and I could even potentially keep him because he doesn't blank in Game Week 18. I don't think I'll go that far, though. I'm expecting this week to be his last in my team just because they play West Brom, and I could do some other transfers. So overall, I will say that Fernandes and De Bruyne, we both expected them to do so much. How funny is it they both did terribly, and Calvert-Lewin continues to tick away with the points. I would say Soufal is probably my most surprising returner, getting 8 points, no clean sheet, assist, but he gets the 3 bonus. He had 4 key passes in that game, which very nice. So looking at the team for this week, the players I really want to get rid of. Masuaku, not a high priority, but I do want to get rid of him. Watkins at some point, but not this week. Mahrez. Now, I don't think Pep trusts Mahrez. And I know he didn't play at all last week, so you could say that, oh, he's likely to play this week. But I still just don't know. You really just never know. I'm not going to try to predict it. I think because Pep doesn't trust him, he's a risk. And even if he does play, I don't expect him to do anything, to be honest. So, for me, I'm getting rid of him. And I will also get rid of Masuaku and Chilwell just for money's sake. I like Chilwell, but I can go down to Reece James or even an Everton defender, which I'm kind of interested in because that would give me a game in that blank Game Week 18. But yeah, I'm planning on Captain Salah. Let's go ahead and do the transfers, and I will explain why for Game Week 14. So, first things first, Masuaku out for a defender named Lewis. And the reason I'm doing this move is because if you saw, I was going to have to play Justin against Tottenham, and I don't want to do that. Bringing in Jamal Lewis allows me to play him this week against Fulham, which is a nice matchup. And then I can bench him all these 3 weeks. I can play Zuma, my other Chelsea defender, and I can play Justin and Soufal. Justin or Soufal in these weeks. I can play 3 other defenders without having to play Lewis. And then I'll get him back for his Game Week 18 game against Sheffield United. He's also 4.3, which is very nice. And the second transfer, just to make money for what I'm about to do, is Chilwell down to Reece James. Now, I had a hard think about Reece James versus Michael Keane or Holgate. I don't think Holgate's going to play. Keane is still on an Everton defense where I don't necessarily trust him that much. James, he's a right back. He gets forward more. He puts in some crosses. Chilwell is more impressive, but he costs a lot more. So I think I'm going to have to take the hit here. I am worried about Chilwell immediately getting points after this, but I'm willing to do it for now. The only issue is I'm using a transfer that doesn't give me a game in Game Week 18 because I am planning on filling up this game with game, and then I'm gonna free hit Game Week 19. That's the plan, at least. Pretty simple. Only using 1 chip, saving a lot for later. I guess I could do something else besides free hit, but that's the plan at the moment. So with that said, Reece James in. That gives me just enough money to do Mahrez out, select replacement. I don't want Daniel James. Sorry. And I'm going to get Heung-min Son. Now, I have mentioned in the past that Son doesn't get a high quantity of chances, and that remains true, but he did really well in the Liverpool game, as you expect. And he is a high-quality finisher. If he gets his chances, he'll score. But the main reason I'm bringing him in, besides his amazing record this season, is the fixtures from Game Week 16 to Game Week 19. I feel like in these fixtures, I'm going to want him. His price is going to go up tonight. I can't really afford to not get him in and then try to scramble to get him in later. With that said, he's also a premium, so he can always do well in these 2 matchups. I mean, Leicester just conceded 2 to Everton. Spurs are at home. I really don't mind this matchup. I am worried about this Wolves matchup. I don't expect anything from him there, but I think this Leicester matchup could be good as well. But again, the main reason here is that besides Son just being so good, there's really no other options I really want. The De Bruyne and Sterling guys are too expensive. Not that I would want Sterling anyway. I do like Neto. I think Neto is a good player. If he had better fixtures, that could be the way that I go with this one. I think Neto's a solid move, but you're going to have to deal with some tough fixtures here. So it depends on how much you trust Wolves' ability to create chances. I think Neto and Podence are great options. If you want the cheaper one, then go with Podence. But I think they're both really good players, and I think that they're great FPL options for their price. That could be a move in the future. Maybe I could, downgrade some more money and get a good fifth midfielder here, or just simply go down from Grealish to one of them and then get some money. That could be a move in the future. Right now, Villa aren't looking great. Hopefully, when Barkley comes back, that will improve my my Grealish option that I have in my team, and I'm not really wanting to get rid of. So yes, these are the transfers that I'm going to make. Reece James, make sure I'm going to do this. But yeah, Mara's out. I like that. I like before I just hit confirm, making sure, okay, the players I'm getting rid of, do I really not want these guys? Chilwell, obviously, I mean, I'm only getting rid of him for value's sake. And Masuaku is an easy one. I don't really want to deal with Mahrez. He's just a goner for me. He could punish me, of course. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hit confirm. And there we go. It's a -4. Saved the 2 transfers, and now I've played the -4. And as you can see, Lewis in for Justin now. I get a good matchup this week out of it, as well as just getting somebody who will play Game Week 18 and who will play 90 minutes almost every week, as he's done so far this season at 4.3. Very nice. Not expecting a whole bunch, but I think I'll put Justin ahead of Sufal. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it shouldn't matter. I don't expect much from either one. So yes, this is how the team is looking now. Live transfers, the excitement is real. Anyway, so the captaincy choices, you could go with multiple different guys. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go with Grealish. I can't do it myself because I don't trust Villa at the moment. They've scored two goals in the last 3 games with okay fixtures. I can't do it, and then add a couple one more to that and one more fixture against Brighton. It has not been good in terms of their creativity. But if it's going to happen, it's probably going to be Grealish. You could always go with Son, Fernandes, or Salah. For me, I'm going to go with Salah, I think, just simply because he's Mohamed Salah, and if you don't know, that's typically who I go with. If I'm unsure, that's what I meant. If I'm unsure, I'll go with Salah. Scored against Spurs. He gets a lot of shots in the box, and of course he's on penalties. And I would like to point out that they play Crystal Palace. Now, Crystal Palace did just concede 1 to West Ham. That's not bad, only 1 to West Ham. But before that, they defended well against Spurs, so that puts me off a little bit. They conceded 1 to West Brom in that game, where I felt like West Brom could have done much better if they didn't get the red card. But anyway, I guess the captaincy could change. I guess it could. But I think I'm just going to go with Salah because I trust him the most. I'm not convinced it's the best fixture, though. Anyway, Spurs double up is back on. Hopefully you have a good Game Week 14. Hopefully I will be able to deadline stream, and then you could come ask me any questions you may have. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.